So with regard to appraisals, and maybe, Erin, you can speak to this, owner as well, what's the process now? What's the series of steps in, getting pre-approved? When do appraisals get ordered, especially with a mortgage broker?
Absolutely. So when I started in the industry back in 2005, we would just call the appraiser ourselves and say, how much do you think this property would be worth? And then, if it wasn't what we thought, we'd call another one. So, that was like, the modus operandi, it was like, that's how we did. That's why they changed the rules.
The good
exactly.
Old days.
That's so now it's a little bit, or I should say a lot more hands off. We don't call the appraiser. We don't talk to them. The appraisal report is actually ordered through the lender from an appraisal management company that works with the lender, and it's very hands off. So and that happens once the loan is registered. So once we structure the loan, we're in escrow, we register the loan. The first thing we can do is order the appraisal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Good. And that time frame is pretty quick.
That's very quick. That's very quick. They disclose, and then the borrower signs disclosures. We order it right away. And we don't want to waste time, because obviously there's going to be some contingency period there. So we want to make sure we meet all of those. So speed is very important, and that's, I feel like, one of our strong suits is getting things done very fast.
Good. Good.
Can I add? Sure. So the appraisal process is actually something that should get more attention, because it's the one piece of the puzzle that none of us really have control over, and you guys do a great job of negotiating deals for your clients. We do as good a job on the loan side, but it's actually a third party who provides their opinion at the end of the day, right? So it's important to have flexibility in the process, I believe, with the appraisal process. For example, there are lenders out there that will accept transferred appraisals.
Transferred?
Appraisals, no. I'm seeing that 90% of our lenders at South Bay Equity accept transferred appraisals, where the appraisal can be transferred to another lender. So it's important to understand that if for whatever reason, if a lender doesn't work for that particular deal, you're still able to keep that deal in play with another lender. And also, as South Bay Equity, one thing that I like to note is we have our own in-house AMC, as Erin alluded to, and these are local appraisers, like appraisers who have grown up in the South Bay even. So I'm sure you guys can attest to how important that is to have, for an appraiser to have a local knowledge, and I'm sure you've had out-of-town appraisers on deals that you worked on, and it's just they don't understand the nuances of our market. So I think local appraisers, working with them as much as possible is key. So.
Yeah, I think appraisal, even though we don't have any communication with appraisal, even at the big banks, they make sure that the appraisers that go out are within the community, and they make sure that within the area, because obviously if you go from here to there, and especially in Palos Verdes, you have view, you don't have view, it makes such a big difference. So definitely local appraisers are used. And then I don't know if brokers are different, but with appraiser and all the changes that were putting in place with intent to proceed, where you have to wait the 3 days, before you can order appraisal, the clients have to sign and make sure that they're moving forward. With B of A, we actually don't wait. We actually order appraisal without even collecting the fee. So we order appraisal as soon as we lock the loan and transfer the loan. So we have appraisal pretty quickly. I think they decided that they may be out of money. If 7 days goes by and you don't have a credit card and we already have appraisal back usually, then they are willing to take that risk and not wait to order the appraisal to meet contingency. I don't know, are we taking questions?
Sure. So with B of A, I've had it where I've been the listing agent a couple times, and the buyer's agent has used a local B of A representative, but we've had appraisers who've been sent to appraise the property that are from very far away. And it's happened twice. In both cases, the property did not appraise because the appraiser didn't know the area. They were from Monrovia or, San Clemente, and they completely got it wrong. So then, I allowed the buyer to use a different lender, and then in both of those cases, because it was a lender that they knew used local appraisers, both times it appraised without a problem. So do you know, this has just happened in the last, year and a half, how you make it so that they are pulling an appraiser that's a local appraiser versus from somewhere else?
I mean, usually, when I look at the appraisals, I look and see, there's like 4 or 5 appraisers that do the hills that are part of LandSafe or CoreLogic. We changed from LandSafe to CoreLogic. So hopefully maybe that has changed, but you can always also, I don't know whether.
Well, it sounds like you're saying I can say to the buyer's agent, hey, you need to talk to your B of A lender, and they need to look at the appraisers that are being offered and make sure that
Correct.
it's only selected from a local. I didn't know that the buyer's agent could talk to the B of A agent and ask.
You can always talk to your MLO. You can always talk to the